plans are coming out.
I
I don't know
see.
if you need to go and get her. She's not coming out.
Let me see. I signal for her to come to the main session. Hold on. Let me see something. Can you send her a message?
I'll text her as well and tell her to
Okay.
hit the button.
Well.
Darnell, we're ready on the last matter too. You can take them out of the breakout room.
Okay.
We'll just close the room out. All right, this is the People versus Torian Durham, ticket number P1109-330, count 1, roll while license not valid or improper license, count 2, reckless driving, ticket number U56412220, count 1. I think it was fire 11 rounds, so I think it was discharge of firearm in city limits. Ticket number P1109-330. Count 1, drove while license not valid. Oh, I'm sorry. We just called that one. Ticket number P853608. Count 1, drove while license not valid or proper license. Count 2, no drive unregistered or entitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket number P1179726. Count 1, drove a license not valid or proper license. Good morning, you say your name for the record, starting with attorney Bates, or no, starting with Officer Delavo.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. This is Officer Dolboski, Detroit Police, badge 4916.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Bates.
And good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Bates, T76080, appearing on behalf of Turian Durham. I'm from the law office of Randall Upshaw. Ms. Durham?
Say your name, Ms. Durham.
Turian Durham.
All right, there is an offer that's been made of your client pleading to failure to use due care and caution to a waste utility vehicle and to unregistered vehicle. So I understand your client does wish to avail herself of that offer.
That is correct, Your Honor. And I think I advised Ms. Durham that these tickets don't abstract, and I believe the due care is a 2-point offense. Am I correct, Your Honor?
You are correct, it is.
Okay, thank you.
All right, raise your right hand, Ms. Durham. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Raise your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Bates today in private about your case and your rights. That was a question. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Ms. Bates today in private about your case and your rights?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
Pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Pardon me?
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of September 23rd, 2020 at 2:48 PM on that date and time, were you at or near Fort and Woodmere in the city of Detroit?
Pardon me?
Directing your attention to the date of September 23rd, 2020 at 2:48 PM on that date and time, were you near Fort and Woodmere in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2008 Audi vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving recklessly?
Yes.
Okay, you're satisfied with factual basis,
Satisfied, Your Honor.
and that count is amended to failure to use due care and caution to a waste utility vehicle, 2 points. I'm also gonna direct your attention to April 30th, 2018 at 1:32 PM. On that date and time, were you at or near Junction and Federal in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2001 Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
Was that vehicle unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
All right, you're satisfied, Ms. Bates?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, and you stipulate the probable cause as to the remaining tickets to be dismissed?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
So they're dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There is going to be a $300 fine for the failure to use due care and caution to waste utility vehicle. I will waive the fine for the unregistered vehicle. And can you have that paid by October 18th?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Your, one question, Your Honor, I told her to make sure that if there is any reinstatement fees, for her to also pay the reinstatement fees to go to that, so that she can go to the Secretary of State and pay those fees in order to get her license cleared up.
Right, so she would have to, she could look online on the website to see what other fees she may owe.
Okay.
All right, anything further?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Okay, so you're all set.
Have a good day, everyone.
You too.
Okay, this is the People versus Manuel Richards, ticket number P1331931, count 1, driver's license never acquired, count 2, driving registered or entitled vehicle, count 3, no proof of insurance, ticket number P1331932, count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle, driver. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Officer Dubuck.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Say your name, officer, please.
Officer Dubuck, badge 1398, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. Mr. Hill.
Ryan Hill, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Manuel. Mr. Manuel, state your name, please.
Manuel Richards.
Sorry. Judge,
Mr. Manuel Richards.
I've spoken to Ms. Horn, the assistant prosecutor. My client's going to be availing himself of the offer. It's going to be an amended offer than the original offer. My client's going to be pleading guilty to driver's license never acquired and the registration. In exchange for that, the city has agreed to dismiss the open intox driver and as well as the no proof of insurance. That's what you want to do, sir, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Richards. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Hill today in private about your case and your right.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Direct your attention to the date of March 26, 2022 at 10:35 PM. On that date and time, were you at or near Auburn and Joy in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2008 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And was your driver's license never acquired?
Yes, they're never required. Yes,
Okay. And was the vehicle unregistered or untitled?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you're satisfied.
Satisfied.
It's also satisfied on a factual basis. You stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining tickets to be dismissed.
We do.
All right, it's dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. Okay, there's gonna be a fine of $200 for both tickets, so it's a total of $400. Can you have that paid by August 18th?
You said August 18th.
Can you need more time?
You said August?
October 18th, I'm sorry.
Can you,
November,
can we,
November,
yeah, can you do it to November? The latest November, that'll be cool.
November 15th,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
You're all set.
That's on top of my reinstatement fee,
It
the
is.
125. All right. So that's like 525. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Would that 'cause I was in the process of getting my license for this job, would that so how would that go? Because how would that go with my 30-day thing with my job? I mean, with getting my license. Would that won't mess up anything or anything once I, you know what I'm saying, as long as I pay the money and everything, right?
Judge, if I can interject, Mr. Richards, like I discussed with you in detail in the breakout room, as long as you haven't got any other moving violations, three or more moving violations within a 2-year period, it will not suspend your eligibility. If you have three or more moving violations within a 2-year period, it suspends eligibility for a year, right? You indicated to me that you haven't had a ticket in 4 or 5 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, prior to this, yes, yes, sir.
So the moment you pay this and you pay the reinstatement fee, right? This will not, again, I don't have access to your record, but if you're telling me the truth, this will not prevent your eligibility from sitting down and getting a license and taking the test.
Oh yeah, okay, that's all I want to know. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Everything understand it.
All right.
Judge, can my client log off?
Yes, you can. You are all set, sir. Good luck.
All right, will I get anything in the mail for that, or anything for the court, or is this just
Look online.
making?
You can look online for your you can look online for whatever you owe.
Okay, so that's 400 too. Okay, November 15th. Put this, write this down. All right.
You can leave, Mr. Richards. We're done.
Okay.